Up until just a couple of days ago, I was under the impression that Robinhood would operate to benefit the customer as best as it could when exercising options. Boy, was I wrong. Hey, what's good? It's your boy Matthew Michael, and in today's video, we'll be talking about credit spreads on Robinhood, as well as some of the things that you need to look out for. So if you're new here, please be sure to hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future content or giveaways. I post new videos every week, and I would absolutely love to have you as part of the family. Also, please don't forget to smash the like button because I work hard on these videos. It's all I really ask for in return. And if you're interested in getting 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400, be sure to check out the Webull referral link down below in the description. One last thing before we get into the video, I'm just going to take my Instagram and I'm going to leave it right here. Do with it as you will. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So within the past week, I received screenshots of a credit spread traded on Robinhood that just so happened to expire in the money. And what should have happened with this credit spread, it should have realized its max loss of $100. But in this case, that is not what happened. What should have been a max loss of $100 quickly turned into a max loss of more than $800. And it's all because Robinhood only exercised one leg of the credit spread. For the remainder of the video, we'll be looking at how a credit spread works, why exactly this trade ended in an $800 loss, and how exactly you can prevent this from happening to you. So to start off, a credit spread is a premium selling strategy of defined risk. And a credit spread profits as the contract loses value, meaning that you will see profit as a contract moves out of the money or fails to move into the money with the passage of time, and that you will lose money as the contract gains value and moves into the money. So basically what happens with profits for a credit spread is going to be the opposite of what you would expect had you had just bought a regular contract. So for instance, if you bought a $40 call, you would want that stock price to go up because it profits as it increases above that $40 mark. But if you sold a call credit spread with the closer strike being $40, you would want the stock price to go down or at least stay below $40 until expiration. This way you realize your full profit potential as long as it stays below that $40. And it works the exact same with the put credit spread as well. But instead of going down, you want the stock price to hold above the strike price or go up. Now that you know how a credit spread profits, let's take a moment to get a better understanding of what exactly happened in that screenshot. So in order to create a credit spread, you're going to buy a contract closer to the money, and then you're going to sell one further out to manage your risk. And the wider the spread that you make between the two strike prices, the more money you can make off the trade. But also the wider the spread, the more risk you take on. So for instance, if you have a $5 spread, that's going to be a risk of anywhere up to $500. And if you wanted to know how much of your own money you were risking, you would simply take the difference between the two strike prices, multiply it by 100, and then subtract the credit that you received to open the trade. And that equation right there will give you your max loss. And just to make sure you understand, let's take a look at an example. If you open a call credit spread where you sold a $40 call and you bought the $41 call to hedge your risk, and let's just say that for opening the spread, you received a credit for $31. Your max profit is going to be that $31, and your max loss is going to be the difference between those two strike prices, which in this case is $1, times 100, which gives us 100, minus your max profit, which in this case is $31, because that's the credit that we received on the front end, which will leave you with a max loss of $69. And now that you understand the math behind it, let's finally hop in, take a look at these screenshots, and see exactly what went wrong with this trade. So looking at this trade, we have a put credit spread on Nikola where we bought the $48 put and sold the $47 put to manage our risk. So in this situation, not considering the credit received for the trade, we have a theoretical loss of $100. So as long as the stock is above $48 when the option expires, there would be no money lost on this trade. Here we have an image of Nikola at market close, and from this picture you can see that Nikola closed at $48.84 at market close. It doesn't exactly show that price, but how I got to that price is if you take the $7 that it fell after hours and add it to its current price, that'll show you where it closed at. So yeah, it closed at $48.84, but after hours it fell over 14%. And here we have a message from Robinhood that explains what happened with the contract. So it says, in this instance, Nikola experienced a large drop after hours. Anytime you hold a short contract, there is risk of assignment. The long owner of the same contract can decide to exercise it at any time before expiration. whether it makes sense to do so or not. If the broker's instruction is received by their broker before the OCC and their broker's cutoffs, the OCC will hand that assignment out at random. In this case, the price dropped in the extended hours before instruction cutoff. Subsequently, a long holder of the contract exercised and you received the assignment. After the assignment was not covered, we went in and sold out 100 shares of Nikola to cover the negative amount. So basically what happened here was the contract appeared to expire worthless, but then the stock took a huge move after hours, and then it turned out it wasn't worthless, and Robinhood never exercised this contract. Robinhood could have exercised the put, but was unable to exercise the $47 put just because they didn't check in time. In short, market movement and timing of that movement can cause greater than theoretical max loss. That's because when you're trading spreads, your theoretical max loss is only if you're assigned an exercise at expiration. However, there are other risks associated with spreads that can lead to higher theoretical max loss. Short contracts being assigned while long contracts expire worthless. That's kind of what happened there. Now in this situation, there are 3 ways that this could have been avoided. The first is use a different brokerage. There are different brokerages that let you use conditional trades, like if this happens, then this happens. So for instance, you can set up a trade to, if this contract gets exercised, then I want to exercise this, and that would have made this situation okay. But this screenshot has helped me realize that while this is a freak situation, I don't think I can trust Robinhood for credit spreads anymore. The second way that this could have been prevented was simply by, if he would have just took profits early, this could have been prevented. Now in his defense, it really looked like he should have been safe. He should have realized his max profit. What I have learned in this moment is you really never know what's going to happen after hours. So when you have the chance to take your profits, even on a credit spread where it seems like everything's in your favor, it's better to miss out on a few dollars than to hold after hours and take that risk. And then the third thing that you could do, which is kind of similar to what I was saying by go to a different broker, but doing it on Robinhood, is email Robinhood before market close, tell them that you want to exercise the contract if that other contract gets exercised. And honestly, I wouldn't really lean too much on that third one. That third one's kind of just more if you're in a last hope kind of situation. So I wouldn't 100% count on that, but if all hope is lost, email Robinhood with that if then statement, and that kind of puts more of the responsibility in their hands. But I want to know, has this ever happened to you? I'm thinking probably not, but if anything like this has ever happened to you, please let me know down below in the comments. If you learned anything new or enjoyed the video, please be sure to smash the like button. It really helps to grow the family, and I really appreciate it as well. And if for some reason you watched this far and you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future content or giveaways. I post new videos every week, and I would absolutely love to have you as part of the family. And last but certainly not least, thank you so much for watching, and peace.